Wilson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 39-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
One flip. 58, boy, 58, come on. Watch the run.
Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 61 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He's cracked.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Showing up. Showing up. Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
Now a give right side. It's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alert. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Now Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Run left. Hey, 0. Mike's 59.
To throw again. Wilson forced out to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
14. 26 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. Go. Friday.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Alert! 180!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Jefferson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Alert!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Single.
Now Trubisky to throw. Escaping the pressure. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give right side. Carson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 30. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 18. Shit. Watch the shit. Pilot, 64. Weak.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 18, 18. 50, Mike's 50. Kill. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Back
to the ground, this time Montgomery. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Lock in. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, 180. Mike 54.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, his second sack of the night. After the sack on first down, Wilson flushed out right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Gun. Check. 26 Mike. Know your job.
Throwing is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes Cohen. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so it's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 62 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's going to be a long day. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. I'm trying to. No pass, no pass.
Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Alert, 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 alert. Good, good.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Mike, move the team. Guys, listen. Defense, our time. It's our time. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Wide, put it on. Yes. Still going, 4 down, 4 down.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Now this is fielded in the end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 8-yard line.
Get on. 180. Move. 3 down. 18. 3 down. Kill. Blue draw, Parker.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, a run with Cohen. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
A good return there, 17 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the 4th.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Especially in this type of a game in the 4th quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26 Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 26 Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The toss play to Montgomery. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his second touchdown of the night. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bears 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 27-yard line.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
SOS, SOS, SOS. Ankle. SOS, SOS. Check 37, check 37. 22, check, Bubba. 22, check.
And here's Wilson, throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Took right.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get a throw-off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got him behind us, and let's go.
Their time to Montgomery, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they
All our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching